Okay, so I got the angle grinder with a new cutoff wheel. We'll just start chopping this stuff up and getting her in the bucket. Particularly like that. And it'll just be steel. Okay. Not bad. So, let's get rid of those. Well, there you go. That's how it wood frame, so you get rid of more steel. Not hard. Just a little time, so we didn't take too long, about 7 minutes, I think. Okay, we're good. Guys, my battery's getting low, so I'm going to go quick on this. This is the end off of the evaporator, condenser, whatever that thing is. And it had, this is all your electrical ties in this plate. So we're going to take it off here. Terminal board. Come on there, sweetheart. Don't want to fit on there. So that's that, with the exception of that piece of plastic there. Let's see, that's a big hammer. I don't need a big hammer, I need a little hammer. And we'll just do like that. And these guys are just pressing it. And they don't come out easy either. Okay, we'll get after this in a minute. More steel. Okay. So now we're about ready. I got all the plastics out of here. All the cord connectors and the pieces that keep from wearing through the cords. And now we got a new pair of gloves, so that'll be good. So I've reworked this a little in that This had a big lip, you probably saw it before. And I flattened this down on the anvil too while I was there, so just to make things easier. And let's see, what do we got here? So to keep the dust down, we use Mr. Shear again. Come on, Chuck. Couple little pieces. So it all goes a sheet of aluminum anyhow. Hang on it, there's another label. My yard will not take this with labels. They shut you down if you got a label on it. Especially things like ladders. I got just the tool for that. Be back. So you've seen the little steel, little aluminum, little copper, and we're going to do a little bit of brass now. So see what all I can get off of here. That's some sort of a pressure regulator, but that is solid brass. So, except for these little steel gizzies. That's a technical term, by the way, gizzy. There's some kind of a jet or something, I guess. And let's see what else we got here we can get. Pretty sure he'll come off. If I can get on it. Let's see, let's take this off first. Come on. I've been out in the heat too much. Okay, that's a little filter with a steel screen that has to come out of there. I think it's steel. Okay, get that out of the way. That there. That will unsolder. And this cap, I'm thinking that cap is not left-handed, but I don't know. Nice piece of brass. Let's see, can I get that? Not with that there, can I? Okay. Looks like there's a big spring inside of there. More brass. Little seat there. And yep, there's a big spring inside there. Let me get my big spring remover. Ooh, nice spring. Okay, there's a little steel. That's a seat. That's a... I don't know how that comes out. So we'll take a torch to these and then twist them out with a pair of channel locks. Is that one? This one might be threaded in. I can't tell. Okay, be back in a minute. I'm going to try to solder this. I got MAP gas here. It's partially full. This will take a... Well, I want to do that. So, that might be just a press thing. So just for giggles. I believe that's brass pipe. Looks like copper. We'll have to work for that. I made it work for the other two, so we'll try to get that off. And that'll be that. Yeah, I just thought I'd show you what we got so far in the brass. I've got some more brass to clean up yet. This is 30.2 ounces. So we're really close to 2 pounds of brass, which is really good. I haven't weighed any copper yet. I'm still putting it together, so that'll be a while. And for now, that'll be it. This is the 3 aluminum fan blades. Took a pair of tin snips and just cut them. And we're at 1 pound, 1.8 ounces, 1 pound, 2 ounces basically. So that goes in the aluminum pile. And just in a small group. All right. Okay, so we're going to take this motor housing apart. I already started on this one. It's interesting bolt. It's a 1/4 inch head on a bolt here and 5/16 here. So it comes apart rather easy, but if I can get it to quit rolling. There we go. I've never done this before. What the heck's going on here? Okay, that's one. This one's free all the way. And notice. Okay, 2 little bolts. That's holding what? I don't know. Is that taped together? Oh, it's got tape around it. I guess that's there to do something. Come on, sweetie. You can do it. Well, that's the silliest thing I've ever seen. Unless it was in a high dust enclosure. Let's see, what do we got in this pile of crap here? No, I wasn't expecting this, guys. So I'll just cut that if I can. go. That one is kind of apart. So what I need right away is something that's not here. So let me get it. Okay, I've got my trusty tool that I couldn't find, and I found it now. And you would think these would be copper, but I don't trust anything anymore, so. Copper. The winding shear copper. And that's magnet. And this is a lot of stuff. I have no idea what this is. This is a solid state motor control, it looks like. So anyhow, we'll take that apart. And we'll take this apart. 3 screws there, and we should be able to drop that out. And we can unplug this mess. Like that. Now we got 2 pieces. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, onward and upward. Okay, so I am back. These nuts here that hold that in are 11/32. And I'm sure that correlates with some kind of metric stuff. And these look like they're brass, but I have my doubts and they're not. They just look pretty. And if you're seeing those band-aids on my arm, it was playtime for the dog. And I lost. Let's see. Not sure exactly what's going to happen here. That should hold the windings. Okay, we got that far. We should be able to get this gizzy out of here. Very interesting. Oh. Let's just do this. I guess I can't see you, and you probably can't see me, can you? You gotta be able to see me now. So I got 2 of those off. These are just press-ons. It's some kind of a solid state whiz-bang thing here. I don't know what it is. Okay, a little research and we'll be back. Okay, so these are meant to be taken apart, but I don't want to take it apart. I just want to get things apart. And you can see this here was the clip to hold those, and you just put a screwdriver in the top and you can break them off, but it's meant to slide off. You can see it goes up in here. So anyhow, that's off. These are just press-on connectors. So I got those out. Still don't know exactly how this comes apart. Well, maybe I do. There's a rivet there and a rivet there. And that's just about right. Okay, so it looks like a little bit of grinding or hole punching or something going to happen there. And then we'll throw this into steel. And this we don't know yet, so not that motor quite like this. What's that? That's junk. That should just drive out of there. Let me get a softer hammer. Okay, what should happen here is the whole inside should come out when I do this. It should. Keyword is should. There it is now. Okay, so these are magnets. Kind of a neodymium type magnet. Then we got this guy. What the heck holds that in there? Here's a tie point. One little tie point. And these are part of the green, and that's epoxy. Oh boy. Oh boy. And this is laminated. It's laminated. So we can probably get the outer shell off with a little prying. Okay. Back to the drawing board. Okay guys, again forgot to turn the mic on, and what I'm attempting to do here, there's two rivets in this case that I believe hold the electronic piece inside. So I'll grind the head off the rivets and take a awl or a punch and a hammer and then drive the rivets out, and that piece should come out of the inside. Then we'll have the steel and probably trash that electronic piece. I don't see what I can get off it that's of any use of it or of any value to me. Okay guys, the mic was still off at this point. So what I'm doing is taking the punch like I suggested in the first clip and just driving that board out that's inside there. And it comes out really easy, easier than I thought it would. Right there, it just fell out. So now I got a piece of steel there, and I've got this electronic card. It's mainly plastic. There's not a lot of metal to it or anything that's usable to me. So there you are. Okay guys, I just turned the mic on now, so now you can hear what I'm saying as I'm doing this work. So, not sure what this is, but I was able to get it out. Looks like it's a bunch of capacitors here. There and there. And all these blue are resistors. Not sure what that is. I think it's of no value to me. And it's either aluminum or steel. Not sure which, but we'll be back. So this was neither aluminum or steel. It's plastic. So this is going to go in the trash. As you can see right here, that's the insulated wire I got, and that's about it other than the steel housing over here, which that'll go steel, obviously. So now the big thing is going to be, if we look right there, that's our copper, and I gotta figure out how to get that ring out of there. I might have to split that housing, I'm not sure. But we'll be back and show you. Okay, so I was experimenting here. It was hard to do anything with this portion, so I got those out. So I took the screws out that held the other side on. Then took a chisel. Where the heck are they? There's one right here. You can see right there the chisel mark. There's one on that side, one on this side. Started pounding it, and while this was in here, did this and popped it out. So this is the steel. This is the steel. This is the winding core. I'm not sure how we're going to take that apart yet. I think what I'm going to do is take the other motors apart. I get the shells off them. And this is the sheet metal. And we'll do all these on a separate video. Then I get two more to go. The motor number 2 is apart partially. Got another one of these that I just got to pry that out of there. And here's the magnet thing now. So it has a bearing on both ends. So what I did on the last one, I put it in the vise and hammered it from the short end here, and this was on the vise, so it would go through. I might try it over here on the anvil, so let me see which one's going to work best. It worked really good doing it on the anvil, except the hole that I'm beating it through is too small for that lower bearing, and the magnets don't have it stuck to the top. So I'm going to try this. Yeah, see, it didn't come off of there. So it should go through there. No, it's just short a little bit. So we're going to take that over to the vise and do it like I did the last time, but I broke one of the magnets. So anyhow, I think you can see this. So you can see the shaft here, and that's the bearing. So I'm just have it laying on the jaws and the magnet's holding me there. And we should be able to drive this bearing off. Like that. There we go. Magnet number 2. The shaft is steel. I checked it to make sure it wasn't stainless. And so that part's done. So as we get where the camera, you can't see the magnets. I don't know if I showed you this before, but this comes out really easy with this bar, like that. Now there's 2 of those, more steel, and onward to the next one, huh? We start this one. All right, motor number 3, it's the last one. And like the other 2, this has this tape, and this is how I work with this tape. Take a putty knife and run down the edge of it between the 2 case halves. Like that. Pull them out now that I got the nut off of those. And that should pull apart. Pull apart. Okay. Beginning to figure this out. Okay, then we bust this right about there. Pull that off, pull that out. So now we got 3 of those. Set him aside for a second. Notice how much quicker this one went than the last one, or the first one. Okay, easy squeezy. That's a little bit of insulated wire with the rest of that, this scrap. And by the way, these push-on stake-ons are underneath all the plastic are brass. So I might fuss with one of those a little bit, but not much. So now we know how to take this apart. Where'd that go? This little wave washer, anyhow. There and there. Okay. Now, once you learn these, it's not too bad except you keep losing your hammer. Where'd my hammer go? Too many benches. So there's that half. This is another one of those. And I'm probably throwing away money here when I throw these away, but I just don't know how to work with those. So that's 3 of those that go in the trash. And you saw me do these before, I think. Something like this. And there's our magnet thingy. And then these screws gotta come out here, and we'll take this over to the vise and get him out. All right, be back.